I think they just like putting us in the same pod. I'll keep running Stream Raiders as long as I can, but I probably won't comment on it much given the circumstances. Oop. All right, let's do the thing. That kind of sucks, eh? I'm thinking about Crush the Week and Bounding Gold. Because at most tables I could get a decent giant stack, especially with G-Man so far to my left, because he'll prioritize it, but I can cut him right off of it. But I'd still rather take Bounding Gold. This is not an exciting first pick. We're not pleased about this, but I mean, what you gonna do? Take the Bounding Gold and move along with your life. I think it's a little too meta to first pick Crush the Week. I do not mind a Ravager. What's awkward is we are going to put two people into Giants. I could also kind of be insane and take the other Bounding Gold and just say we're playing white. That's like marginally insane. It's too insane for me. This is quite the pack to make our decision on. There goes red. Why? Emerson Raider's great, and I'm thinking about taking it. Because they're going to have to push me off of this, and they're not doing it. G-Man is definitely going to be in Giants. He prefers that deck anyway. But I think it's time for hats, boys and girls. Because right now we're in red hats and not much else. which is exactly where I'd like to be. I really don't want to force it here. I would need to be interested in blue cards that don't go in a Giants deck. We can't take them all. Like, I'm thinking about the Thought Thief here, but I'm going to give it one more shot because I would really like to be black-red if I can. I don't think I can get away with it. We're going to have to go Boros because I can still play an Iron Verdict, and I'm not ready to go nuts on an Elderfang Disciple. This could also sort of be black-white. Because red's getting cut to ribbons and nobody wants to play black-white. So the good news is if a Freya gets open at the table, we'll probably get 5 of them. Oh, never mind. We in. We are in. Y'all get out of here. Out of here. The whole freaking table looked at Carter and didn't want him. I want him. I can definitely make this work. The plan for Pod Draft wasn't to go hats unless it was open. If I'm getting Carter, if literally the entire table has looked at Carter and did not want him, I am ready to Carter. Now, I need a lot of 2-drops, and we're going to have to find some. And if we're late in the packs, I would be looking at things like these, but we're not late in the packs. So I just want hats. Now, these are the wheels, and this is an opportunity for us to signal to our neighbors what we're not playing. Because I don't have to get a playable out of every pack from here. This is very different than the first Sweatsuit Invitational we did, where I was concerned about that. There's some possibility that we like twist ourselves and get into white anyway, but we wouldn't play any of this if we did. And I want my neighbors to see a very late Bind the Monster. Because I don't want it. I want this. And again, if this makes it to G-Man, he's going to lock in on Giants. Or I know that's kind of his deal. So I think we're going to be picking 2 and 3 drops very highly out of the next pack. Because if I can get 5 2-drops and a Tormentor's Helm and 1 rune, we've got a really good deck. That's kind of a gift for us. This wears augmentation quite well. And I'm very happy to play it. We should end up with enough Berserkers that this will do something for us. I don't need it to do much more than be a shock. It's incredibly unlikely that I'm going to play this, but I've had versions of this that would play it, usually that had a bunch of picks. And again, I want people to see the good red cards and just buckle in. Or good blue cards, rather. Get your blue. I have a feeling that this table knows the way, because you'll note that they are not taking blue cards. But the Vault Robber is another incentive to potentially play the Cinderheart Giant. I'm glad it didn't just immediately pick that. I don't think I actually want that. All right, get ready to call me crazy, because I'm going to pass Feed the Serpent and take this Axgard Cavalry. I need 6 2-drops. No. Not after what we'd already passed and what I already know about G-Man. Like, that's an easy Axe Guard Cavalry for me. I think I'm the only person in my table that's in the Rakdos color pair. Which is overall good news. Means I probably don't have to take this Curter. I can take the Dwarven Hammer and potentially wheel it. Old. This thing drafts itself. Two drops, couple combat tricks. Maybe a rune if we're lucky. Good, I want both. I want both, but I think the Tormentor's Helm's a little more important to our strategy. Yeah, ideally we wheel this and I can cut the Raven Wings for it, but like this was one of the biggest reasons for getting into red. If that wheels, nobody's on my nonsense, which would be phenomenal. But that's the reason I like this deck in this format is it's based around commons. Uh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so G-Man is not on Giants, which is fine. I will quite happily play this. I don't know what the heck he's on, though. I had assumed he'd be on Giants. Like, there's an argument that Rune of Speed might have been a better pick there. And I hear you. But 4 mana 6/4s are real nice. And if you're looking at this like, hey, Travis, why are you playing black? I don't really have a good answer for you, so it wouldn't take much to push me back into white. Or potentially into green. That's an Axe Guard Armory. If I take this Axe Guard Armory, dump all the black cards, it's a land that draws me Bounding Gold and my best equipment that I don't already have. So just like that. And like, I would have been happy with the Raptor. But welcome to Boros. Still need 2s. I'm aware. We'll find them. They don't have to be good 2s. We could go like 16 lands and then have one of our lands be a divination that's going to draw a removal spell. I can't realistically get into green here, can I? Because I would very muchly like to take this Rune of Might. How many playables do I need if I take it? We're going to have to find out. I don't have time. Because like just having this rune to put on the helm or the pick would be kind of insane. So I think I'm ready to move yet again and try to get in on green-red, which is going to be very happy with this recluse. I have mained Shackles of Treachery a lot more than I would like. I'm going to be short playables if I take the dual Pretty. But I should be able to find another Shackles, and this is a fine combat trick. So I think we're on the red-green life now. The actual determining factor is I have to get more twos, and I don't have them. And it's bloody terrifying. That was an Arnie Fights the Troll, yeah, but we can't, like, I would put it in this deck if it wheeled, but there's no guarantee that it will. So if we switch black into black, we're not getting 2-drops. Neither are we in white. I guess we take this for the sideboard. Sucks. I could conceivably play it main. These are some good late white cards, but not what we need. I think we're probably on the Emergency Vault Robert and the Cinderheart Giant now. It was an indicator that we could be doing green things. I can play Provoke the Trolls. I could also play a budget hat, but I think I'm pretty happy with the one of Provoke the Trolls. If I can get one more pick, take out the Raven Wings and play that, I think I'd be really happy to have the Giant in here. Rune of Speed wheeled. I was going to be happy with Seize the Spoils. And we could still swap this out for another color pair at this point. Like, these are not the 3s I want, but they're good enough. Hey, I said if it wheeled, we'd play it, and we will. I think with these big boys over here, we can do a thing. Yeah, this will work. Big old red-green stuff. Did I want a Blizzard Brawl? I mean, I tell you what I want. What I want is a pay-in gig. Because we don't have any snowlands, we're not going to get any snowlands. I'm not going to pick any snowlands highly. There's an argument that I would just want shock. But I believe that Brawl could do some work for us. Yes, Brett. Ideally, we would get a Dragonkin Berserker, but like that was not presented to us. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. We can look at Linda here, or we can look at another recluse. Playing Linda makes a lot more sense than the Cinderheart Giant. Playing Dwarven Reinforcements makes a lot of sense too, because again, I'm very concerned about the low end of the deck. So what I want to do is take Linda and probably cut the Cinderheart Giant, because we're not really ramping. And we are kind of looking to play big stuff. So I think I'm going to do that, and if either of these two wheels, we'll feel happy about it. Worst case scenario, I have to play both, and we could get stuck with some stuff in our hands. Tell me, what is it you desire? So do I want 2 Calamity Bearers? Because I could also take a Rootless U and have 2 things to find with it, which would be pretty sweet. I feel like 2 Calamity Bears is pretty good. We could bear a lot of calamity. All right, so walk with me here. What if we cut the Craven Hulk and we play Toski? And then we just take 3 Vault Robbers and we're done. That's not crazy, right? Yeah, we're just on 4-drop rares. That's our game plan. This one blocks a little better, which I am beginning to believe we're going to be interested in doing. But I don't actually want it. Well, it's going to be better than a Berserker. It trades with more. But I kind of need to find something and cut the Hoggy. Yeah, realistically, we're looking to cut the Hoggy mob and play another 2-drop. I think I might. I think I might. That's weird. Horizon Seeker, get in my deck. We got something here. I don't know that it's amazing. It's interesting. Oh, praise Jeebus. I think I'm about to cut a Basalt Ravager. I didn't think I would do that. But that kind of saves us. This sure is a pile of cards. Yeah, this will be the first time I think that I've played a Jaspara Sentinel. I do not like the card, but I think it's going to carry its weight here. Might want that for the size board. Double damage Ravager. I want it. What's the cut? I'm hoping, I think the Rootless use in the next pack. If that wheels, I don't know what I'm going to cut for it, but I'm going to be happy. It didn't. We spun reinforcements. I think if I'm going to play the Sentinel and the Vault Robber, I have to play the Giant because I need a big payoff for that. I don't think this is actually better than anything we're playing. So I don't think it's going to make it in. Okay, we didn't spin it. That sucks. But as Alana said, you live, you laugh, you love, you learn. A lot of cards that are good and constructed are not good in limited. I could just play another Vault Robert over this. I don't want to play 2 Vault Roberts. I don't want to play 1 Vault Robert. I mean, maybe I want to board in a bunch of these and try to haste somebody out. This is a deck that I drafted. And there you have it, boys and girls. We drafted a deck. Yeah, I figured you'd like it. All right, let me take a quick potty break and we'll get our first match in. Our first match is going to be against Court of Calls. I love the letter from the guild leader you got from that guy. Let me make sure I've got this how I want it. Oh, we got to fix those lands, obviously. But other than that, I think we're good. The ultimate question of which ones do you play? I'm going to go with Grumpy Cats. Because I kind of feel that energy. All right, let me get up with Cord and we'll get this going. John, thank you for the gift sub. Let us spam some cats.